including a smaller but influential group of French families settled in neighborhoods such as Chelsea and Manhattan. Many of these immigrants arrived searching for better economic opportunities while bringing their culinary traditions with them. Food became a powerful connection to their homeland and a way to maintain cultural identity in a new environment. French immigrants in Chelsea did not always have access to expensive ingredients commonly associated with French cuisine. Instead, they relied on simple meals made from affordable items available in local markets. Bread was the foundation of many meals. Small bakeries run by French immigrants produced crusty loaves similar to baguettes or rustic country bread. Families often ate bread with butter, soft cheese, or soup. Soup was another daily staple. One of the most common dishes was onion soup. This comforting meal used slowly caramelized onions, broth, and slices of stale bread. It was inexpensive, filling, and perfect for cold evenings after long working hours. Potatoes also appeared in many French immigrant kitchens. They were cheap, versatile, and easy to cook. Potatoes were fried in pans with herbs, mashed with butter, or baked alongside vegetables. Eggs played an important role as well. Omelets were incredibly popular because they could be prepared quickly and filled with whatever ingredients were available. Onions, herbs, and leftover vegetables were common fillings. Another common meal was vegetable stew. Carrots, cabbage, and onions simmered together created a simple but nutritious dish. These stews were ideal for feeding large families with limited resources. Fish was also popular in immigrant kitchens, especially because New York markets provided fresh seafood at affordable prices. Fish stews and pan-fried fillets became regular dinner options. French immigrants also enjoyed small plates of cheese and bread during lunch. Even if traditional French cheeses were unavailable, local alternatives allowed them to recreate familiar flavors. Salads made with lettuce, tomatoes, and simple vinaigrette dressing added freshness to meals. These dishes were light but satisfying. Desserts remained modest but comforting. Apple tarts, custards, and rice pudding were popular sweets prepared using basic ingredients such as eggs, milk, sugar, and fruit. Coffee was another essential part of French daily life. Strong coffee served in the morning helped many workers begin long days in bakeries, restaurants, and factories. Even though life in 1920s New York was often difficult, French immigrants preserved their culture through food. Their kitchens blended French traditions with American ingredients, creating meals that were practical yet deeply meaningful. For French immigrants living in Chelsea during the 1920s, cooking was not only about nourishment, but also about preserving memories of home. Many families recreated familiar dishes using ingredients found in New York markets. The result was a unique combination of French tradition and American practicality. One popular dish was rustic vegetable soup. Cooks simmered carrots, onions, cabbage, and herbs in broth to create a filling meal. Bread was usually served alongside the soup. Another common meal was fish cooked in simple butter sauces. Fresh fish from local markets could be quickly pan-fried and served with lemon. Potato gratin also appeared on many dinner tables. Thin slices of potato layered with cream and baked until golden created a comforting dish. French immigrants also enjoyed sausage and bread as a quick lunch. Sausages were easy to store and provided protein for hardworking laborers. Cabbage dishes were very common as well. Cabbage cooked with butter or simmered in soups helped stretch meals across several days. Chicken stews were another favorite. Small pieces of chicken were slowly cooked with onions, herbs, and vegetables. Rice pudding became a popular dessert in immigrant homes because it required inexpensive ingredients and was easy to prepare in large portions. Apple-based desserts were also extremely common. Apple tarts baked in simple pastry crusts reminded Many immigrants of traditional French countryside cooking, many families also prepared vegetable omelets for breakfast. Eggs were affordable and could be combined with herbs, onions, or potatoes. French bread sandwiches became a practical lunch option for workers. Bread filled with cheese, vegetables, or meat could be easily carried to work. Despite limited resources, French immigrant cooks maintained pride in their culinary traditions. Even the simplest meals reflected generations of cooking knowledge passed down through families. As French immigrants settled into life in Chelsea, their cooking slowly adapted to American ingredients while maintaining recognizable French flavors. Markets in New York offered vegetables, seafood, and meats that allowed immigrants to experiment with traditional recipes. One common dish was beef stew. Slow-cooked beef with carrots, onions, and herbs created a hearty meal that could feed several people. Fish chowders were also popular. These soups combined fish, potatoes, and milk to create comforting bowls of warmth during winter. Another well-loved dish was baked vegetables with cheese. Even small amounts of cheese added rich flavor to simple vegetables. French immigrants also enjoyed crepes. These thin pancakes could be filled with sweet or savory ingredients such as fruit, sugar, or cheese. Simple pasta dishes occasionally appeared in immigrant kitchens as well, especially when Italian markets nearby sold affordable pasta. Roasted chicken served with vegetables was considered a special Sunday meal. French families also made small fruit desserts using pears, apples, or berries available in local markets. Salads with vinegar dressing remained a refreshing addition to meals. Bread pudding was another creative way to use leftover bread. These dishes reflected how immigrants preserved tradition while adapting to their new environment. Community played an important role in the lives of French immigrants living in Chelsea. Many families shared recipes and cooking tips with neighbors, creating a strong cultural network. One popular shared meal was vegetable gratin. Thinly sliced vegetables baked with cream created a comforting dish. Fish baked with herbs was another common dinner option. Stewed lentils with onions and garlic offered a nutritious meal that required little money. French immigrants also enjoyed roasted root vegetables. Herb omelets became a common breakfast dish. Simple meat pies sometimes appeared at gatherings or celebrations. Families also baked small fruit pastries when ingredients were available. Cheese plates with bread were common for light lunches. Strong coffee remained a daily ritual. These foods helped maintain cultural identity within the immigrant community. By the late 1920s, French immigrants had become a small but meaningful part of Chelsea's cultural landscape. Their food traditions influenced local bakeries, cafés, and restaurants. French bread continued to be a staple food. Vegetable soups remained common family meals. Fish dishes prepared with butter and herbs became widely enjoyed. Simple stews allowed families to cook affordable ingredients in flavorful ways. Fruit desserts such as apple tarts and custards provided comforting endings to meals. Coffee culture also expanded as cafés became gathering places for immigrants. These foods tell the story of resilience, adaptation, and cultural pride. French immigrants may have been far from home, but through their cooking, they preserved traditions that connected them to their heritage. Today, these historic recipes provide a fascinating glimpse into the everyday lives of immigrants who helped shape New York City's rich culinary history.